Hey there, welcome to the channel. Greetings from beautiful sunny Koh Samui. I'm just walking over here on one of my favorite stretches of beach right now. You can kind of see behind me, there's just nobody around. It's currently shoulder season in Samui, which is between low and high season. And rainy season is also coming up in mid-October, late October, up to about early January or late December. So November is going to be the lowest season of the month. That's where we get the most rain. So there's not many tourists that come to Samui during that time. But even right now, I mean, it's just so quiet and peaceful walking on this beach. This beach is usually very, very quiet. So I really like coming over here for walks. I think you can see why. It's just spectacular. And actually, this place behind me right here, I had some questions about this from one of my subscribers. They mentioned a red bungalow restaurant. So let me just show you inside this place real quick. To be honest, I almost never go in here, and I don't even know what it's called. So let me just flip the camera around, and we could take a look around this beachfront hotel right here. And yeah, apparently it's called Chomley Cafe. So this is the cafe right here. And the resort's called Chomley. Sorry, it's actually called Starbay right there, you can see. So let's just take a look around real quick. Very nice pool right here with a beautiful view. And they've got a restaurant, cafe right here. We can just sit, enjoy a nice meal, look out over the beach. Pretty spectacular. Hello, can I walk around?
You can walk past.
Yeah.
The street, but you cannot make a video around here.
Okay. Just checking. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, pretty nice place. It is private area over there, so I'm not gonna make a full tour, but this could be a great option for a place to stay right on Lamai. Thank you. We can easily just step on back down to the beach here. I'll also show you the Beach Republic as well, which is just straight over here. And this place is actually for sale by the owner because apparently he's retiring. I've actually met him a couple times. His name is Tim. And I've seen signs posted up for it around the island. It basically just says, you know, for sale by owner, retiring, something like that. So it's just right here. I don't know how much it costs. I'm sure it's incredibly expensive, probably 150 million baht at least, because it's got beachfront access right here. And looks like they do have some guests right now. But yeah, this is it right here. So I'll flip the camera around again. You can see this is the Beach Republic. And I've spent a bit of time here, but I don't really go very often. It looks like it is partially roped off here. So there's not really an easy way to get up there, but it is a stunning property. This is it, Beach Republic. Pretty nice. And they even have like a little area where you can practice yoga here too. And sunbeds if you want a massage. Nice places to sit with beautiful views of Lamai Beach. And yeah, this entire property goes on. They've got a bunch of villas up there as well, which I'm not going to show because it's private for private paying guests. But yeah, it is a spectacular spot. If anyone's in the market to buy a beach club in Samui, drop a comment down below. I can actually put you directly in touch with the owner. His name's Tim, as I mentioned earlier. I would get in the water, but I didn't bring my swimming suit, unfortunately. It looks very inviting right now. Let's check that out. Although it is low tide at the moment, but you can walk quite a ways out here into the water. Just another day in paradise. No complaints. You know, sometimes it does get a bit boring in Samui, but if that's the worst thing I have to complain about, then I must be doing something right because I'd much rather be bored here than, you know, most places around the world. It's a paradise island, And yesterday we went out for some drinks, and then the night before that I was actually up at the W Resort because I got invited from the marketing team. They want to do some media collaboration. And the woman who reached out to me, her name's Sarah, and she's been following me for years on YouTube, and she's been wanting to move to Samui for a long time. And then apparently she just happened to be in Abu Dhabi, and there was a booth set up for the W Resort, so she applied for a job there. She was able to get the job. It's, you know, very competitive to get a job because it's at the W, because it's owned by Marriott. And, you know, they're one of the largest hotel chains in the world. So anyway, I was just meeting some of the marketing team there on Friday, and they were providing me drinks and food, and everything was complimentary. And then they had a fire show at the end. It was amazing. Really, really fun night. Yesterday, we went to Crystal Bay Beach, me and my fiance. Just sat there, beautiful weather, and we were just enjoying a drink, hanging out at the beach, getting in the water a little bit, and yeah, just, you know, enjoyed the day. Also, yesterday I got a payout from Facebook, so that's always that's always a good time when that happens. But yeah, let me flip the camera around again real quick. So we're just walking along this stunning beach right here. The weather is cracking today. I don't know if the video really does it justice, but it is pretty incredible. And then this is the Lamai Bayview Resort up here. And actually I met with a guy on Thursday, so the night before I went to the W Resort, who's staying at this Lamai Bayview Resort. And now he moved to another place, which is further down Lamai Beach. But yeah, he seemed to really like the place. And he's just visiting from the US. His fiance is Thai, and she's actually from Pattaya, but they're just visiting Samui. And he's considering retiring and making the move over here relatively soon. I think he's in his 60s now. Really interesting guy. He just reached out to me on Facebook and said, hey, would love to meet up. He's been following me for months now, my content on Facebook. Had a great conversation. We went to this place called Edgewater, which is not too far from here, and just got some dinner. So these sorts of things happen from time to time, quite often lately actually. People just wanting to meet up and have conversations. And I'm also starting to interview more guests on the channel as well. I kind of want to move in a slightly different direction and start interviewing retired expats who live over here in Thailand. And I've already posted 2 videos with my friend Todd and another guy named Ken, who's going to be moving to Samui most likely in January. So he's going to go back to Canada for about 3 months, get the retirement visa, and he's also moving his mom over here as well, up to Chiang Mai, because she's got some health problems. And he found a really, really great spot. So he's most likely going to live right here in Paradise in Samui, and then they also offer direct flights to Chiang Mai as well, so he can easily go up and visit his mom anytime he wants. So yeah, this is kind of a new direction I want to move with the channel, kind of getting away from the digital nomad lifestyle and moving into like retirement. And just check out these views. Luckily, it's low tide right now, so I can walk through here. A lot of times the water is too high to get past these rocks. This is still the Lamai Bayview right here. Also a very, very nice spot right here where you can just hang out in the shade, relax, have a drink or something to eat. And they've got these older style bungalows. You can see this guy sweeping up here. And they're all built up onto the side of the hill here. This is Lamai Bayview. This particular hotel, I think, is around 1,200 baht per night, or possibly less right now, because it is, like I mentioned earlier, shoulder season. So yeah, you can get like a beachfront bungalow like that, which is a little bit dated. I mean, these have probably been here for 20 years at least, but looks like some of them have had some renovations, like these here look pretty nice. And yeah, they're all just built up here on the side of the hill. And they're also very close to Banyan Tree, which is not too far away, and Sila Vadi, Renaissance. There's a lot of nice hotels over here. But these are pretty budget friendly, so check that out. Look at that. What a beautiful view, huh? So I don't know how much this one would go for. Probably about 1,500, maybe 2,000 baht, because it's got one of the best views that I can find in the resort. If you want to call it a resort, it's more like just like a budget hotel. But yeah, they're all built up here. Very, very nice. I've also got all my links down below as well. So Agoda, Trip.com, I think I got booking in there as well. So if you guys want to make a booking at one of these bungalows, feel free to use my link, and then I just get a small commission. Always appreciated. I'm gonna flip the camera around again. It is quite windy today, but I'm using my lavalier mic, so it kind of helps to reduce the wind noise. Hopefully you're enjoying watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And I guess we can continue walking a little bit further. I'd like to show you the Renaissance Resort as well. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. It looks like there was some sort of a landslide situation. And that's the Renaissance up there. That's the Renaissance Resort. If we keep walking along this beach here, we'll get to the other side of Renaissance. So you can see, this is the Renaissance Resort right here. And it's all built up onto this hill over here as well. If we just keep walking along this part of the beach, we'll get to the beachfront restaurant, which is on the other side here. And yeah, like I say, the weather today is just absolutely spectacular. It is a little bit hot, but that's the only thing I have to complain about. And you can also see partial sunset from here as well, like it's right over there. And yeah, here's the reveal. So this is the beachfront restaurant for Renaissance, right here. They have some nice pavilions where you can, sit and relax, and they also have kayaks you can rent as well right here. So if you want to rent a kayak, that's also an option. And they've got a space up there where you can sit and enjoy the sunset too. With a beautiful tree right here as well. It's just spectacular. If anybody from Renaissance is watching this video, maybe a year into the future, I wouldn't mind staying here for a few nights and doing a media collaboration, because this place is just amazing. And by the way, I shoot all of these videos on a DJI Pocket 3. I've been using this for about 5 months now. I also use it during my trip in Vietnam as well for the Haijiang loop, and it worked like a charm. And also I have this microphone too. Since it's very windy today, the microphone makes a big difference in terms of wind noise and that sort of stuff. So highly recommend picking one of these up. And what do we have here? This looks like, not exactly sure here. This just looks like empty land right here. Or maybe it's part of a resort. They just have one pool here and pretty much nothing else. And what is that, like a house or a villa? I'm not entirely sure. They're always selling land in Samui, but who knows how much longer that's going to last, because eventually all the land will be spoken for, and then Samui is going to be very overdeveloped. But for the time being, it's still pretty much a paradise. Really nice house here. Holy crap, it's like a palace or something. Probably can't see it very well from the video because it's built up onto the concrete. Looks like it's still under construction too. Yeah, there's still scaffolding up, so it's not finished yet. And this next one here is also a really cool house. Or I think it's a villa for rent. Bon Pamina, private property, right there. You even have a bar over there as well. That place looks amazing. Probably very expensive to rent that place. It goes all the way up onto the hill there too. Probably 4 or 5 bedrooms, I would think. Next, we're coming up on this is the Cinnamon Villas. Interesting story about this particular apartment. It's basically like an apartment. I told my friend about this place because he was staying in Bangpur. This was, I think, 2 years ago now. And he really didn't like the area. It just wasn't much to do there. He was staying way up on a villa on the hill. Yeah, he just didn't really like it. So I told him about the Cinnamon Villas right here. And then he moved in here and he stayed here a couple years in the past as well. And really, really likes the place. Nice thing about this spot as well is that you can get like partial sunset. They also have a little bar here too. It's kind of like a Rasta bar. Just kind of, you know, hidden away. Not many people know about it. And this is a great place to come for sunset. You can actually see almost direct sunset from this spot right here. So yeah, basically you just sit here, relax, have a beer or a coconut, maybe smoke something, and just enjoy these spectacular panoramic views. On the other side of this spot is supposed to be Eva Bay, which is a new luxury villa development that's started by a friend of mine named Momi, as a matter of fact. And they've been building it for a long time. I'm just curious to see what it's looking like nowadays. It should be on the other side over here, but it's very, very rocky on this side. See if we can make it over there real quick. I think these ones are for sale for like 20 million baht, something like that. Possibly even more. And yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look like the Eva Bay villas. So maybe it's a little bit further down the beach. I'm not entirely sure. So we do have some villas up here. And that must be it right there. I think that's the land where they're going to build them. It must be. It's right next to the Starbay Resort, and I'm pretty sure that's the land right here where they're going to build Eva Bay, but there's still nothing being built. I don't see any villas up there. Unless I'm in the wrong spot, maybe it's a little bit further down the beach. I guess we can try walking a bit. Oh, wow, very slippery though. I don't want to drop my camera in the water. I think I'm going to head back and finish my errands for the day. Take care, stay safe. Peace from Samui. I'll see you in the next one. Signing off.